Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends. Last episode, we got to handle getting off a stranded desert island and explore what is arguably the best area of the game, or at least a hot contender for it. In this episode, we're going to continue on our quest to Daccat's island. Now, I did want to explain, way back in the beginning of the game, I mentioned that the very first discovery was a, hold on. On the treasure map, it says the dead will always watch over my treasure. And there's a skull here on the eastern part of the Valuan continent. What if that has to do with anything? So as I was saying, there was a, like, the pirate's grave, right? It had a suggestion that, someone who used to reside there had a name that began with the letter D. It's kind of funny that that ended up meaning he inadvertently has the will of D, or at least I'm going to jokingly suggest that's my handcanon. But obviously it's heavily implied to be Daccat. But as you'll learn later through another discovery, it almost might be a bit of a plot hole. I'll explain later in further detail. For now, I'm kind of dealing with a little bit of a limited hand, only dealing with 2 party members. And just
We did it!
now, fun little tidbit. If for whatever reason you find that that you forgot to get the chest on this island while there's Vice, okay. You know, I can never actually tell if these guys are forwards or backwards. Alright, as I was saying, if you forgot to get them as Vice, you can actually land here as Aka, and I'll show you, and it doesn't always hurt to double check. Yeah, you can come here as Aka and get them. I just recommend, there is a point up to the story where you kind of still can get them. I don't know the exact point, and I just personally recommend sooner than later. Plus, if you want to give, like, Aka or Fina an extra move, that's always an option. And of course, there's the 1827 gold. So that's just something in case you didn't get around to getting it as Vice. I would personally try to do it before both parties are all the way into Daccat's island. Give me my voice a little. I didn't think it was here until later. If it was here, just speculating. All right. Yep. Just gonna say that in case you forgot between, or maybe had to pause or turn off the game between when you first played and you got back. Similarly, I do believe that Aka and Fina can actually run into discoveries on their own. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I'm pretty confident on it, so and you can't actually sell them as it. There were two I couldn't immediately collect as Vice and Gilder, but this is something to note. I think I'm gonna clean these guys up pretty quick. And as you can hear, there is a champ. Hey, why won't this door open? It won't even budge. There's something written here. It's an old language, but I think I can read it. When the two become one, the path will reveal itself to you. What's that supposed to mean? Why is Daccat being so stingy? It's not like any of his gold means anything to him anymore. Funny story she says that. Well then, let's go find us some treasure. Okay, there's some directions on the map. To the north of the city of the sands, where the two pieces become whole, the way to the treasure will be known. I can't read anything before that. It's torn off, that's all it says. The city of sands probably refers to the city that was here before Nazrad. I think it was called Oasis. So it's to the north of here, huh? We can get there in no time with my ship. I'm a sailor without a ship at this point. There's no way I'll be able to search for my friends now. If we do find the treasure, I'd like to use my share to buy a ship. I like you, Vice. You never give up. Very well. Off we go. But, while I'm here, I mentioned, I know this is a little late, but I mentioned back in the Ixataka that I was going to mention that there was a lot of unique things about Ixataka, and I never got around to it. So, first off, two discoveries. One here is this guy. The Map of Ages. What once used to be a grand map of the skies carved into a beautiful stone tablet is now a weather-worn, crumbling slab of rock. It is said that the map is but a portion of the original, but nobody knows what keeps it afloat. 1. It is the first dungeon, the first area in the game, where a dungeon boss is actually stronger than every in-game enemy. Okay, so these are Knezels, and they're actually interesting. They're a lot like loopers. I almost liken them to half loopers. There's a chance they will either drop a considerable amount of money and next to no experience, or a lot of experience and just don't drop much money. Either way, similarly, they have high magic resistance and they have a high likelihood to run. There is another half to them called the Emezels. Let's see if I can even hit this guy. Okay, that was some fortunate RNG, and thankfully, that one felt like attacking, and so did that one. That's some rare luck right there. As well as hitting them this much. While I'm doing that, I can't remember if it's just Antonio II or if it's just
That was easy.
Richtlish or Antonio II is also applicable to this rule, but it is the first area with a boss that is stronger than that has a higher HP count than the strongest in-game enemy. Secondarily, it also has an in-game enemy that has the first set of in-game enemies that is comparable HP to most of the early game bosses. And if you're wondering where I am, we are south of. We're kind of hugging this area next to Nasser. Going south. Keep in mind that thing overhead for later. But as a general whole, on top of that, it is one of the only areas you fight Avel and Admiral twice. So
that was easy.
as far as I know, without going too much into it, it is one of the only areas in the game that has a bounty that is locked to a specific task, namely a discovery. And of course, at the back end of it is the only in-game mandatory in-person bounty battle. You found the ruins of Rolana, the ruins of a city that's now here. I'm not going to do you guys. I accidentally clicked away from that, but thankfully I can actually look at my discoveries. And if you want to know, there's about 6 pages of discoveries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're about 16 a pop. On each page. The ruins of a city that served as a center of trade between Nasser and the East. The ruins show a remarkable blending of the cultures of the East and West, driven not by the ruling class, but by a strong merchant class. If you're curious, there are what appear to be, if my math is right, precisely 88 discoveries in-game. There are actually 2 discoveries that are locked to specific events. One of them, as far as I know, is unique to Legends, I believe. It's also worth noting that if you're playing the Dreamcast version, Vice the Legend is actually just kind of a given swashbuckler rating. So, I am kind of playing with almost proverbially one hand tied behind my back because there's a special move I could have given myself long before now. Anywho, you've seen where Daccat's Island is. I want to meet you back there. I will reconvene with you guys shortly. And we're back. I thought I'd show myself right before dropping into Daccat's Island as opposed to like on it, because there's a bit of a unique factor to it. I'm making it short because a lot of this island does mirror each other. Alright, here. This door is huge. I don't know how the 2 of us can open it. There's probably some sort of trick to opening it. What was that? What was that? Whatever it was, it just opened the door. I don't know if that's good or bad. I didn't touch anything, did you? The map said something like when the 2 pieces come together. I wonder if anyone else is here. Never mind, what are the chances of that? Aka, what do you think we should do? I'm not sure how, but the door opened, and there's treasure inside. We should go. Alright, so this is probably, well, I said Rixus was my favorite dungeon in the game. I stand corrected. It's probably actually my 3rd favorite, with this being my 2nd favorite. Funnily enough, my 1st favorite isn't too far off. But another little inch, so in case you haven't put the pieces together, This is kind of a... You use both parties to help each other get closer to the goal, sort of a Dungeon Skywing. Alright, got a new weapon for Aka. Never hurts to employ that. Because of that, I think they've used kind of their best puzzle potential here. I also did want to bring up something else of interest. I didn't think to mention this. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but Daccat may be based off of kind of what is considered to be like the man who kickstarted the golden age of piracy. I do know his name is Levasseur, and those are Centralks. I believe they are similar to Flestics. I do not know if they cast sleep like they do in the Shrine Island. The man had effectively done something like challenged everyone to find his treasure, and as a result, it kind of kicked off the golden age of piracy. Alright. So. Oh, what are you about to figure out? Yep. Another interesting thing about this gentleman is he is likely the basis for Goldie Roger from One Piece. So, it's a fun little fact that. Well, it's nice to know we got a weapon for Gilder. Whenever you hit this, it looks like a sword and a boomerang fused together. That obviously switches, or cutlass and boomerang to be precise. That switches between Vice and Fina. And in case you haven't figured out contextually, no, I didn't just randomly run into a random encounter right before opening that chest. Yep, they put Zivelin Bane in a place where you're only gonna have two people. As such, I do believe this Zivelin Bane encounter, he's a little more lenient than other ones like him. But it is still Zivelin Bane, so just be mindful of that. Busted. Ah, that's smart.
Moons, give me strength. All in a day's work.
And a Piranha Seed. Never hurts to have one of those. Alright, and if we continue off to the left here, you'll see a switch. A lever. I wonder what it's for. That opens the door for Aka. So the puzzles are still not hard, but they're a lot more satisfying to perform in this dungeon. These are Barus. They are obviously related to the Basilisks. Never hurts to have a few max heals. And of course, this is how we let doors that open by themselves, levers that we have no idea what they do. I really, really don't get this place. And what's interesting is the way that Pedro and Gonzalez operated. It seems like they would have known how to navigate Feralisk. As you can see, that's very much related to the same line of enemy that Piastel's Death Hound is from. Can't remember the name of it. They very much knew how to navigate Daccat's Island, which suggests that they would have only found the they probably would have actually found the treasure if they weren't shipwrecked. Only thing I don't like about this is its use of that stupid, creepy music I don't care for. 2001. So I looked it up. Skies of Arcadia for the Dreamcast was released in 2000. Legends for the GameCube was released in 2002. So this puts us... I don't know if that's a little... I like to pretend that is a reference to the game's christening, as it were. Alright. I would recommend getting a good look around with Aka. Alright, you got the Maiden's Armor, which doesn't hurt to go ahead and equip that. I'm gonna make absolute certain there is. Okay, good. So making sure there was nothing else on Aka and Venus end of things. Alright. Funny story, I did actually end up maxing out on Moonberries during that level 99 before Recumen run. I did actually manage to get all the treasure chests in the game because I basically only had Aka up to Aka's special moves up to Lambed Burst and stopped there. The bosses were still complete jokes regarding, and I pretty much only gave everyone special moves kind of as needed. So, and I received Daccat's armor. I believe. Yeah, I mean, I think Daccat's armor works better for Vice than it does Gilder. So. Alright. There's one and a vital seed, and that automatically goes to Fina. Fina is one of the few party members, if not the only one, where if you grind her up to level 99, her HP will not be 9999 without some sort of external item like Vital Seed. Right, as you can hear, there's a Cham. Which is good to know. And we have 3 Chams that we can use. And a Moonberry. And I am actually going to use that to give Fina her next move, Lunar Glyph. Which I might as well show that off while I'm here. And I feel like using it on this wall rink might be a great idea. Which doesn't do a lot of damage, so usually it does a little better than that, but it does have a reasonable chance of turning your enemies to stone, especially if they don't have a high resistance to it. This is the dungeon where definitely the ladies shine, particularly because of their higher proclivity for healing magic. And alright, so first off, a chest that can be very easily missed. You want to hang it right here, and you get an Electrum box, which is not a bad item at all. In fact, let's actually go out of our way to show this bad boy off. As Gilder's aim decides to suck. I hate to say it, it's weird that I'm saying this particularly about the guy with the gun. Based on the reactions, I don't know. Your aim can be off, you could be having a bad day. The other guys, it's like, how do you miss a flippin' sword slice unless someone like actually goes out of their way to parry? Alright, I don't know if I've shown this or not, but I will show off Gilder's gunslinger move too. I think I did, but
Come on.
which if I didn't, it's got a bit of a line of sight multi-hit target effect.
That was easy.
It's kind of funny when they're doing their victory celebration, other characters are in the background. Kind of looks a lot funnier, admittedly. Alright. Got 2 rising crystals, and it's not this one, it's the next one. Alright, and this is a... Yeah, you get the moonfish from right near this chest. Alright, if I'm not mistaken... That is Aura of Denial. That is very similar in function to Aka's Delta Shield, but instead of protecting against magic, what it does is it actually protects against status effects. Specifically. Which thankfully wasn't necessary here, but almost did become so. Alright, so we go back here, and of course, the area does what it needs to do, and we're kind of in the last area before the boss. And I'm not certain, but I don't ever think I've actually ran into any random encounters in this area. I could be wrong, but I don't think any happened in this one particular area. Alright. So we go over here. Now what we do is we go with Vice over here. Click this lever, make sure it's not the wrong one, and you actually want to do it okay, so not quite where I think it is, so it takes me a little bit of thinking. Alright. So, now what you want to do with Aka is you want to click this twice. Where the two kind of converge on the bottom, on this little bottom path here. Alright. Now you take advantage of the fact that both these stairs are like this. And you go back. Alright. Alright. Alright, finally you go down this one little path here. You can save, however, there are 2 save spots, and there's no point redundantly saving.
Everything to God.
Wow.
Hey, Vice! Hey, Vice! I believe that's what we came for. Daccat's treasure. That's got to be it. Now I can buy my ship. Wow, look, Fina, look! That treasure chest is huge! Oh yes, I can see it. Do you think it's Captain Daccat's treasure? Who's there? Who's there yourself? Vice! It's Vice! Vice! God, I cannot do the high-pitched voices this early, or at least high-pitched for myself. Aka, Fina, you're both okay. You're alive! We raised enough money to buy a boat, and we were going to go looking for you. As soon as we got the treasure, of course. I feel like there's some backwards priorities there. Nice, I'm so glad that you're alright. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little emotional right now. I'm just so happy. Heika, Fina, I was so worried. I was going to go buy a boat to look for you, too. Yeah, well, look at you. On top of that, I didn't know your partner was the cutie that I met in Nasser. We're all together again. Oh, now what? Therapist, Mega Chin and the Crimson Mind aren't real. They can't hurt you. Mega Chin and the Crimson Mind. That will probably be the thumbnail for this video. Alright, in case the name wasn't a dead giveaway, these are Sinestro and Destra. Or Sinestro and Destra. Obviously, the best way to approach this is they are weak to the opposite color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use... Do I have any Crystalline boxes left? Yes.
Let's try this.
That you gotta be careful for. And actually, to that end,
Let's try this.
alright, that's a little concerning. And this move. This is why it's good to take out one of them as soon as possible. I might actually lose a party member or two with this guy. I'm not certain. Lucky as can be. I think I have just enough saccharin crystals to make it out of this alive.
This should work.
Let's try this.
Okay, that's not good. I've never seen them do this before. I figured they had to at least engage once. Alright, well. That is highly unfortunate. Let's see, do I have a... Okay, I might actually be SOL here, thanks to having the worst Rhizolum box in all of history. I want to try to resurrect Fina if I can. I have done Deathless Run before, people. I'm not full of crap here.
This should work.
Okay. And... Alright.
This should work.
Guess I'm under-leveled for this boss. I didn't think I was, but... Well, if you're about to see, thankfully, even in a game over, you can actually restart from the beginning of the boss. If you get a game over, you can just hit I never give up, and that way you don't have to start back from the last save point. It only works during the story-mandated boss fights. So I think we're going to particularly go out of our way.
Let's try this.
This should work.
Let's try this.
This should work.
Let's try this. Move! Give me strength!
Alright, and with Sinistra down, they lose their ability to do the death balls, so that takes out 70% of their threat level.
Adjustments.
Move! Give me strength!
And game. And that could have definitely gone a lot smoother, but
That was fun!
it can be done. So, as you saw by my bad strategy as opposed to my good strategy, focus on one first. If you're still stuck with Cristales boxes by this point, I think Sinistra's the red one. He's the easier one to go after first. But just play it by ear. Let's see what the greatest air pirate of all time has to offer.
Whoa!
What's this? What the? A piece of paper and a single gold coin? Brave souls that come seeking my treasure, do not be discouraged. You already have the most valuable treasures in the world. Comrades, trust and cooperation. Those are the only true treasures in this world. Daccat. Yeah, he did that. He really pulled the, I guess the real treasure was the friends we made along the way. I don't believe this. That's it. No gems? No jewels? I didn't know that Daccat had such a great sense of humor. I haven't left this art in a long time. Good laugh beats a bunch of gold any day. Well, this treasure has brought us all back together, and friends are more important than any treasure. I understand that friends are important, but he could have at least thrown in a little something for our trouble. First it was the Lost City, and then it was Daccat's treasure. All these old legends haven't paid off one bit. I'll bet the greatest air pirate of all time spent all of his gold while it was still alive. You can't take it with you, you know. If we ever do find Levasseurs' treasure and it's just a single gold coin, I'm going to laugh. Some old bag of bones is in his grave laughing at us right now. We ran around like idiots the whole time, and we're still poor. Oh, what Aka doesn't know. You received Daccat's coin, and I will say it is a surprisingly valuable coin. We'll let this cutscene play out first off. The Monoceros. Admiral Ramirez, it is almost time. Everything's going according to plan. Excellent. With the modifications to our engine, we were able to pass through the Sky Rift. Our spies have reported that the Nasser fleet is guarding the strait. Nazrat is defenseless. We could take the capital without destroying it, sir. I suppose we could, but I want Nazrat burned to the ground. As you wish, Admiral. Begin the attack on Nazrat. All vessels, full speed ahead. Alright. And with that, I think we found as good a stopping point as ever. Next time, on Skies of Arcadia. Legends, we'll see what is going on with Nazrad. Hopefully nothing too bad. You guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.